Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? It's your old pal Nate. Today we're going to talk about the second album uh, from 1976 from an incredible singer, songwriter, and composer and arranger, Mr. Warren Zevon. This is a great, fantastic album. It's one of my favorites from him. Let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. Opens up with Frank and Jesse James, good singing on it, and you get Phil Everly of the Everly Brothers doing harmonies. To explain why Phil Everly is on this, Warren Zevon actually one of his first big breaks in the music biz was he was part of the Everly Brothers. He was like a musical arranger for when they would perform live. After that, Mama Couldn't Be Persuaded. You get Jackson Browne doing the harmonies on that. Jackson Browne was instrumental in getting Warren Zevon signed to Asylum, and it's awesome that, or Elektra, I can't remember which. My apologies, Zevon fans. And he became a good friend of Zevon's and was a lifelong friend. After that, you have Backs Turned Down the Path. Great song. You get Jackson Browne doing slide guitar and harmonies on that, so I always thought that that's cool. You don't normally get Jackson Browne acting as like a sideman on records, but on this one you do. After that, you have Hasten Down the Wind, where you get Phil Everly again doing some beautiful harmonies, beautiful words on that. Then you get a tremendously good song called Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me was later done by Linda Ronstadt, became kind of a hit of hers, and she's amazing. If you don't know who Linda Ronstadt is, what are you doing? Go listen to her music, please. Um, and then this original version has Lindsey Buckingham on harmonies, so if you're a Fleetwood Mac fan, you'll like this. And man, one of my favorite lyrics from that song, it's one of those songs where Zevon has a habit of he can write heartfelt music, but he could also write like dark humor music, like music that's darkly humor, like a wink and a nod, and have it still be comedic or just you kind of have to have a sick sense of humor for some of his music. And much to my own chagrin, I have that. One of the favorite lyrics in Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me is I met a girl in Hollywood and I ain't naming names. She really worked me over good. She was just like Jesse James. Unique lyrics. After that, you have the French Inhaler, where you get Glenn Frey and Don Henley of the Eagles on a Warren Zevon album doing harmonies. Because fuck it, if you're going to get everybody else in Southern California, have the Eagles appear on your album. And it's good. It's a great song, The French Inhaler. It's sort of a diss at his ex-wife, if I remember correctly, but it's just a great song. Good lyrics. After that, you have Muhammad's Radio, which features backing harmonies by Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. You get Waddy Wachell playing some good guitar parts on it. Waddy Wachell became friends with Warren through working with the Everly Brothers. He was a part of the live band and arrangement group. And the long and short of it is they didn't get along that well when they first met, and what ended up happening was they had an argument, and if I remember correctly, Zevon played a classical piece, and as Waddy was walking out the door, he said, "That's Beethoven in G, asshole," or something like that, and they became friends ever since. So there you go. And also, Waddy Wachell ended up in Keith Richards' band, The Expensive Winos, which, if you like Keith Richards and you like The Expensive Winos, go listen to Talk Is Cheap by Keith Richards. Good album. But we're talking about Zevon. Muhammad's Radio has these great lyrics. What is it? One of my favorite parts is "Don't It Make It." What was it? Oh man, it's so good. Be mindful of Ma. You've been up all night listening to Mohammed's radio. Don't it make you want to rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. Ah, so good. Such a great song. After that, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead. You get George Calderon doing the harmonies. Ah, so good. And it's just a triumphant song in some ways. Bit of a party jam too, kinda, but it's a great song. After that, you have Carmelita, where you get Glenn Fry of the Eagles doing rhythm guitar and harmonies. And Carmelita is this dark song about someone going to buy drugs in Echo Park, being strung out on drugs. It's weirdly dark song from a singer-songwriter album. And then a million people have covered Carmelita. Gigi Allen, The Bronx. A lot of punk rock bands and singers tend to cover Carmelita. After that, you get Join Me in LA, where you get Miss Bonnie Raitt doing backing vocals, and Rosemary Butler doing backing vocals. And you get Bobby Keys on saxophone. Bobby Keys was a session saxophone player who played with a million people, including the Rolling Stones. And yeah, it's a good song, Join Me in LA. It's a lot of fun. You get Jackson Browne on piano on that song as well. So you get Bonnie Raitt, Jackson Browne, Bobby Keys, Warren Zevon, and instead of Waddy Wachell on guitar, you get Ned Doheny. And then you get the finale, Desperados Under the Evas. That is the best song about Los Angeles ever written, period. It is an amazing song. Even if you've never been to LA, even if you've never been to Hollywood, it has this charm to it, this song, that it paints images in your head, and it's amazing. It really is. You get Carl Wilson on that bad boy. You get Billy Hench, Jaw Winding, Jackson Browne, and Warren Zevon himself doing the harmonies on that song. And it's incredible. It truly a great song. So many good lyrics in that. And if California falls into the ocean like the mystics and statistics say it will, this hotel will be here standing, waiting to collect my bill. It doesn't get better than that. And if I fucked up the lyrics, whatever. I love the song. It's amazing. It really is. Zevon's lyrics are beautiful. I mean, there's a part in the song where he goes, I was standing there in the Hollywood Hawaiian Hotel, looking into my empty coffee cup. Brilliant. All you need is that. Tell me a good story. Tell me a good song, and I'm into it. I'm along for the whole ride. And yeah, that's the end of the record. And it's an amazing album. Warren Zevon unfortunately passed away in 2003 from mesothelioma. And in one of his final interviews he went on to David Letterman, and Letterman devoted the whole hour to Warren Zevon. Paul Schaefer and the Letterman band talked gratefully about him, nicely about him, and Warren Zevon gave this gem of wisdom to David Letterman and the audience, and I will end this video with that wisdom, which is, enjoy every sandwich. Thank you for watching, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.